This stuff's worked for me in the past. I could hear them all running through the... I saw them early this morning over there. It's just unreal, man. It's like, wow, man. Look at that, look at that, look at that. It's beautiful. Quite a view in the morning. Sweet. So what I did yesterday is I chopped up some long sawdust shavings. I'll try that. This stuff's worked for me in the past, so. There it goes. Those mice drove me crazy again last night. I could hear them all running through the underside of the van and stuff, and it got me thinking about like going under there and checking and doing regular inspections and stuff like that. It's really hard to say, like if they build a nest on the back side of the engine in the valve cover, that's an area that's not really easily visible for me from opening up the hood. The other place that isn't as visible that I was thinking about is my heater. When I installed the heater in this van, I built a box manifold, and it's possible that some little critter could go up in there and want to build a nest. And if that ever was the case, it'd be horrible because I'd turn the heater on and the exhaust pipe will get so hot it would combust whatever nesting material is in there, and then that's going to in turn melt the fuel line that's in there and cause it to combust, and then we're going to have a fire. So I have to take a look at that and just sort of see that that's not really an issue, and maybe come up with a way to block that area off and stuff it full of like something. But like I want to stuff it with steel wool or something like that, but that's going to rust, and then at the same time that's also going to conduct temperature too, so I don't want the thermals to come by from the exhaust over to the fuel line. Ideally it should have been straight down plate against the base of the van, so there's no cavity in there that they can make a home in. Anyway, I didn't think of that when I built the thing and I put it in there, but now I'm thinking about it and it's like, well, okay, that sucks. Wish I did that differently, but it is what it is now. The sun's coming up and that guy's got a whole desert to cross. I saw him early this morning over there. I'm gonna relocate him. Give him a chance. There you go. You know, now that I've been out here all morning, I'm like thinking, I went up to that lake yesterday and it was really beautiful, but it took a lot out of me. Like, I don't think I'm really acclimatized to that kind of thing yet. And it's been a while since I've done anything like that. So I'd say 2 years. My body's not trained for that. But going up something like that to the summit of that would be really cool. And all morning long, there's just been a cadence of people driving by here. And most of them are going up Trikuni, which is this beautiful peak. There's some really nice lakes up there and a nice meadow. That'd be wonderful to go to too one day. And I thought, you know, if I could afford to be out here for longer, I can't because I got to go back into town and have phone calls and stuff like that. I could almost stay out here for quite a while. I mean, this place is pretty nice, and I could just go bang off that other peak. But anyway, that being said, I've been thinking about driving back up here and what that's going to look like if I do come, because that road down there was really difficult getting up. And I thought, well, one way to do it would be to bring a bigger rake. I got that little rake that I use for just, you know, grooming a campsite and stuff like that. But I've got a bigger rake that's pretty heavy duty, and I could almost park the van if I was really ambitious, rake that whole stretch of road so that it's nice and flat and it's, you know, something to grip onto for the tires, then go for it from there. But it's a bit of a commitment doing that. I think, I don't know, I need a little incentive for that kind of thing too. There's other places to go check out. Anyway, I'm gonna carry on enjoying this fire and been looking at the moon, you guys, through my binoculars. It's just unreal, man. It's like, I wish I could show you what I'm looking at in a sense. I'll let you see it. But what I'm talking about is I'm looking at the moon through the binoculars, and the peripheral of my vision is taking in everything else at the same time. I think I'm aware of my surroundings, and I can see, you know, I can see the van, and I can see over here by this bush and stuff while I'm looking at the moon. And the perspective of that is just like this raw, like, wow, we are literally a ball floating in space, and seeing the moon like this is just like this incredible thing to look at and just sort of take that in and go, holy shit, you know. Wow, I got really into space and astrophysics and stuff like that when I was in my 20s, and I dove into that after reading Stephen Hawking's book. I think it was called A Brief History of Time. And then he had another one on black holes and stuff, and I read both of those, and then I got into like these books that he referenced in his books, and I started reading those books, and I just dove in big time. And man, I loved it. I ate that stuff right up. It's been a while since I've talked about it or thought about it, but I used to be kind of somewhat, I don't know, I could comprehend it a bit more. Like, it's been a while since I've been into it. I guess, what would I say? Like, there's like math and all that stuff in there, and I was able to kind of understand where the math was going and stuff like that, and the numbers. And I suck at math, guys. I suck at math. But when there's something really cool and you're like, whoa, like now I got a reason to learn math, like something like that would take something like that to inspire me to learn math. Anyway, I've done a little bit of math, like geometry and stuff like that, and that was helpful for the van and such, building that out. Man, this place is just awesome. I wish I could share this with you guys. I wish you could be here. I wish we could have this nice meetup right here, you know, a whole bunch of us and hanging out. Man, it'd be nice if the world was a little bit different right now. One day technology is going to get better and we'll be able to do all that. Do something anyway. bacon is done, and this is what I'm going to do with my grease. Smells delicious. Bacon and eggs, you guys. It's a real mountain breakfast, as corny as that is. But yeah, in this place, it's great. Since I've been up this road, there's been a fair bit of traffic on it, and on the way down, it was way more washboard than before. And you can see, like, probably those Jeeps and other 4x4 vehicles are really digging out all that loose stuff. So that was like, whoom, whoom. There's no way I would have been able to go up it at this point. My poor brakes. I'm gonna have to get my brakes redone here very soon. John, I'm gonna have to come see you at J5, and we're gonna have to work on my van together, get these brakes sorted out. Whew. That's what a smart person does. They leave their car down here. This road is for those things. Yeah, Waratach. Look at this piece of equipment here. Oh, it's a debarker or something. Look at that thing. It's got a big chain right there, like a chainsaw chain. Wow, man. That's exactly what that is. I think that's a feller buncher. Waratah. Wild, man. And then under this thing. Wow. Imagine doing that for a job, eh? You got poked at some point. That was pretty crazy. Oh, he's got two little joysticks. That guy must be like a video game for him or something like that. The whole cutting down trees thing, though, you know, it kind of sucks. I know. I got a soft spot in my heart for that kind of thing. But it's an industry that Canada is willing to exploit, and it's a complicated story. There's a lot of families that depend on it. Yeah. Well, let's get going. I'm gonna carry on down the road. Oh, there's something about me doesn't want to go back to town. I really enjoyed my time out here. Oh. You guys all right?
Well, we are.
He is, yeah.
Equipment-wise, maybe not.
Okay. But Buddy's all right?
Buddy's all right. Buddy's standing, a little shaken, maybe a little stirred.
Yeah?
On the rocks.
Thanks for checking in, man.
Yeah.
So you got a way to get to where you're going?
Yeah. We got a plan.
All right, guys. See you, gentlemen.
Yeah, I pictured it.
I guess that one guy wiped out on his bike, but he's okay. He just hurt his leg, and he's got all his buddies with him, and they got a truck coming, so it's all good. Well, have you ever went down on a motorcycle? If you have, let me know in the comments. I've been down twice. Once, and both were on pavement. I'll share them later though, because that's not a part of this video, but yeah, I have experience. Whew. It's not a fun experience. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, that looks good. Oh yeah. That looks so gorgeous. Wowee. Oh yeah, there's a couple. You see them? And I think they're pink salmon. Guys, I've been trying to do some salmon fishing, and it's all, man, he's really cool looking. I wonder if that's a salmon or something else. The fishing regulations in BC are super complicated. You need a freshwater fishing license if you're going to fish freshwater. You need a saltwater license for saltwater, which is called a tidal water license. Then you need stamps on top of that. If you're going to fish for certain species, like a salmon, you need a salmon tag for freshwater. It's not the same as a salmon tag for saltwater. You got to get a different one. Anyway, I can smell them. Dying fish. It's beautiful. Alright guys, that's it. I'm going to wrap the video up from there. It was lovely to hang out with you guys, and thanks for watching. Squamish Valley FSR. So much adventure. If you ever come this way, go check it out. We'll see you next time. Bye.